On Monday, the federal government stepped in and decided to seek justice when it seemed like it had been lost. Yesterday, the focus was on the criminal Jeffrey Epstein. Today, however, the focus is on those who helped dilute the case, and mainly the focus has been on Labor Secretary Acosta. Now, calls for resignation are coming in, and those are mainly from Democrats. But those were enough to motivate Secretary Acosta to tweet this. Now, the fact that Secretary Acosta is pleased that new evidence and testimony came out which was needed in order to bring Epstein to justice is sad. I guess it wasn't pleasing enough that more than 30 teenage girls who were involved in the initial sex abuse investigation wasn't enough. Maybe that is why it has now been ruled by a Florida judge that Acosta, in his role as U.S. attorney in charge of the case, misled all of those victims. I also wonder if following Epstein's short stint in jail, if there were any future victims of his predatory behavior who could have been saved. Most experts do agree that jail is not rehabilitation for this, and there is no public disclosure that Epstein underwent intensive therapy, the kind that's needed to overcome this type of sickness. Now, Keith Durkin, a criminologist of Ohio Northern University and an expert in the study of pedophilia, says many, if not all, who molest children will do until the day they die. They're dangerous and they're going to reoffend. The future of Epstein is in the hands now of the Southern District of New York courts, which thankfully does have a better track record for protecting children than Secretary Acosta, who I was dismayed to hear the president defend today.
I do hear that there were a lot of people involved in that decision, not just him. I can only say this from what I know, and what I do know is that he's been a great, really great Secretary of Labor. The rest of it we'll have to look at. We'll have to look at it very carefully. But you're talking about a long time ago. And again, it was a decision made, I think, not by him, but by a lot of people.
Listen, it's clear and simple. There should be no excuses from the president or anyone in this administration regarding Secretary Acosta. President Trump, if you truly care about protecting children, ending the sex trafficking business, and prosecuting sex crimes to the fullest, you should not give Secretary Acosta the dignity of resigning. Rather, send the strong message by firing. President Trump would also hold those who pitched and vetted Secretary Acosta for the job accountable. And we, the people, should hold both parties of Congress accountable for his confirmation. I mean, this is why we have hearings, so that when the White House fails to properly vet the candidate, 100 senators and their staffs can properly do so. Now, this should not be made into a political issue. However, if President Trump doesn't take swift and harsh action, it will be a very powerful tool used by his opponents. More stories will be told, and Epstein's nameless victims will now emerge, with tales of the horrific situations they were forced into. Just like the accusations of assault, which came out prior to President Trump's election, these will be damaging, but worse because of the nature of the crimes, and they will be substantiated. How this case continues to be handled by all involved will be a part of Trump's legacy. And while there's a special place in hell for those who commit crimes against children, I am pretty sure also damned are those who help cover up or, when presented the opportunity to stop, did nothing.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.